Welcome back to City Lights to Starry Nights. This is Brianna, and today I thought it'd be fun to show you guys a few things that you can find at the Dollar Tree to help you homestead or garden a little bit more affordably. So let's go in and see what we can find. There are all kinds of containers and tubs that you can find at the Dollar Tree. I like to buy these little dish pans, and we use them to put water in for the chickens and different things. I've used them for nesting boxes in our old coop. There's just so many ways you can use these little tubs. Yes, they break often, but they are cheap to replace. Here you can see me giving the chickens some water. Now these don't work in the wintertime. I prefer the rubber ones in the wintertime because of ice, but they work perfectly fine in the summer. I recently found these black mop buckets, and they are proving really awesome for carrying feed or water down to the barn. They're more manageable for the kids than the 5-gallon buckets, so they're just really handy. These clear shoebox containers are great to hold animal treats and supplements, also little screws or just little knickknacks you have out in the barn to keep them organized. And there are all kinds of strings and ropes and different things, clips and clamps that you can find at the Dollar Tree. Just look in different areas. I like the pet area as well. We use their leashes and collars for our goats actually, and you can't just beat $1, it's just pretty cheap. So here our girls were just getting the hang of the leash and collar, and they were kind of fresh to it, so they were running around a bit. They're really good on the leash now. They walk almost like a dog now. They really can calmly walk on the leash and the collar. So more things like tape and home improvement type things, like painting supplies and straps and bungee cords, like things that you wouldn't necessarily think that you would find at the dollar store. At least I didn't think it would until I started looking. Really handy. Oh, even like little string you can use in the garden to tie up plants. These little hooks have been my favorite find so far. They are only $1.25 for 5 of them, and you can hang tools or equipment or anything you need to hang up in your garden shed or in your barn, and they've been really handy. There's little aluminum hooks, and I actually don't use the screws that come with them. I just use regular screws, and they hold up a bit better, but they're doing great, and I just love the organization, getting things off the ground and on the walls. Here we have more ropes, different types of thicknesses, along with tools and organizational area. Just a lot more supplies so you can do working on. There's gloves and masks and bungees and just lots of little things you can use to help around the homestead. Next is cleaning supplies, which I love these brushes, like toilet scrub brushes and random scrubbies, because we use them to clean our animal waters. Really, really handy just to keep everything fresh and clean. Just different sponges and scrubbies. And you can't beat $1. I don't really have to worry about them. I don't worry if I have to throw them away or whatnot, but they do a good job at getting in all the little nicks and crannies of the dishes. There's also these little brooms and mops and stuff that you can buy the heads and the handles separately, and I like to use those in the barns or to clean out the chicken coop area, just kind of dust everything off. They have these spray bottles that are only $1.25, so helpful. You can use them with your mixes of vinegar or whatever you want to put in there, and just really convenient, and don't have to worry about them breaking. As well, you can't forget about the extra kitchen supplies. If you need some for canning, it's helpful to have those extra things on hand. Mostly I wanted to show that you can start homesteading on a tighter budget. You don't have to go out and buy the best of the best. Yes, this stuff might not last the longest. You might have to rebuy them. But listen, we can't all go out and buy the top of the line of every tool and everything in the beginning, right? We have to start somewhere. And bridging that gap, I'm going to buy some of the less expensive things to bridge that gap. And then when those fail and those break, then maybe by then I'll have the money to buy a better quality something or other, and that will be fine. So I am not worried about that, but that's just the purpose of this video. Is I was realizing that I was picking up so much stuff at the Dollar Tree, and I was thinking, well, goodness, I didn't realize there was so much stuff here, and maybe other people don't realize that as well. So here's a few things that you can buy at the Dollar Tree for your homestead to help you get started on a more affordable way. Let us know in the comments what you find at the Dollar Tree or the Dollar General or anywhere else, that you're finding something at a bargain that you're using around your homestead. We'd love to know, and I'd love to be able to, for everybody else to be able to see what you are getting as well. So drop that in the comments. Thank you guys so much for joining us on this video. Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to follow more of what we're doing at our homestead, as we're just getting started and learning everything as we go. Thanks again, guys. We'll catch you on the next video.